Perhaps Hillary's forgetting that Sanders did her an enormous favor by publicly dismissing her illegal, dangerous use of a private, insecure email server, or her involvement in Benghazi that led to the death of 4 Americans. Or maybe Hillary's just scared of Bernie because the moment he dared to address her ties to Wall Street, she cowers from the issue she claims she wants to talk about and starts attacking his tone. Joining me now is political reporter for Politichicks, Mona Salama. Mona, thanks for being here.
Hey, what's going on?
Bernie seems like the most gentlemanly of all the candidates, Mona, on both sides of the aisle. And I say that as someone who thinks his policies are destructive and awful. Mona, is there a problem with Bernie's tone here?
Have she seen the Republican side, their tone? Like, imagine when she goes up against Donald Trump. What's she going to do? She's going to run away from every debate that they're going to have coming up in September, October, and November?
No, I think that's a great question. I actually, if the primary or if the general election ends up being Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump, I have no idea what that's going to look like because Hillary Clinton is so afraid of talking about the issues and Donald Trump is so blunt. If she can't handle Bernie, how is she even going to handle Trump saying one mean thing to her? Because you know he's going to.
Yeah. Trump has a way of exposing the dirt. So if she thinks the negative ad of, getting money from Wall Street, getting paid from Wall Street is such a negative ad, imagine when he brings up her husband's extramarital affairs and like how some woman cried rape and she hid the story all about it. Or when he brings up the email scandals out there in the fold. And when he starts bringing out, her getting paid from Wall Street and her getting super PACs and all the things and all the dirty things she's done in 2008 when she ran against Obama.
Right, she has a whole laundry list. She has a whole laundry list of scandals starting from the very first days that she was in politics or with her husband in politics all the way through today. I mean, once he starts unleashing that, I just feel like she's going to disintegrate, go up in a cloud of smoke. I don't know how she's going to deal with it. But Mona, one of the things Hillary Clinton has done throughout this campaign is play the victim card. She's tried to be the feminist voice for us all. She even had the nerve to tell young women like you, like me, that we should vote for her because she's a woman, and because we're women, that we're obligated, we should be supporting her. Mona, are people buying that victim card talk anymore?
Not anymore with this victim card, this gender card, this race card. It's not playing anymore. They tried 8 years ago with Obama. He played the African-American card, and look what had happened. So as you can see, the Republicans didn't want a Ben Carson. And then going forward, with the woman card, you can see the Republicans didn't want Carly Fiorina. So this whole woman card is not playing to her advantage, especially in the western part where you're at. It's not working in her favor. Coming in East, it's going to be split votes. Her supporters, of course, are going to say, I want a woman president. I want her to be the first woman president. But a lot of people are just saying, I don't care if you're a woman, you're a man, you're Caitlyn Jenner, for that matter. As long as you could tell me what's your issues and what's your substance about it, then that's what I care about.
Right, and I think you're exactly right on that. People are starting to look past that. We've crossed all those boundaries. It's not like there's institutional sexism anymore. It's not like there's institutional racism anymore. So it's not the same achievement for the first woman president because we've seen women achieve. It's great. It's wonderful. They're people too. It shouldn't be based off of their gender, whether or not we applaud their achievements. But a Clinton aide said that Bernie Sanders doesn't get to pick or determine when the debates are held. It sounds to me like Clinton's trying to pick, though.
Well, she's the one who forced for a New Hampshire debate when they were sanctioned for additional debates to have after the 6 they were have, so they could have a total of 10. And why not have a New York debate? New York is going to play a pivotal role both in the Democratic side and the Republican side, especially the Democrats, where there's like 273 delegates up for grabs. And it's his home state. It's her adopted state. She has her national headquarters there. She has a huge accumulation of super delegates in New York. Why can't they have a debate in New York? They have 2 weeks after Wisconsin to, go after that primary. They have enough time.
Yeah, it actually makes sense to me.
She's using that rhetoric, oh, he's attacking me.
Right, it makes sense to me, like you said, because Bernie Sanders is actually from New York. She was a senator from New York. It seems like it should be a competitive ground. They should debate for the New York people. We'll see if she ends up caving. Mona, I want to change topics just for a second. Hillary visited the Harlem Theater, or visited Harlem at the Apollo Theater, for a rally, and we have a short video of that. Let's take a look.
Hillary Clinton came home today to an overwhelmingly supportive crowd, the Apollo Theater in Harlem. And here she unloaded on Donald Trump, saying he plays cozy with white supremacists and vilifies immigrants.
He wants to round up millions of Latino immigrants and kick them out of the United States, a nation built by immigrants.
All right, Mona, first of all, I try to stay away from criticizing the candidate's appearance or their physical attributes, if you will, but she wore leather, Mona.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice that, and I was there live. I didn't realize that. I was all the way up in the balcony, but I gotta look at that video again.
Yeah, you should. It's worth it. It's worth it. Like I said, I try not to. I've criticized her a couple of times for her fashion choices, but that one just killed me. But some of the things that she said also were
another pantsuit.
Yeah, hopefully not. I didn't see what she was wearing on the bottom. But some of the things that she said were also worth critiquing, probably in greater depth than that. She said that Republicans cozy up to white supremacists. And Mona, when she said this, I was taken aback for a moment because I thought, Hillary, aren't you the one who just garnered the endorsement of a KKK Grand Dragon?
Well, she was in Harlem yesterday. She kicked off her New York primary. She's avoiding Wisconsin. The latest poll shows that she's losing there. So she's running back home to New York. And she started off in the heavily predominant black community because she has won heavily against Bernie in a black community. As you can see in South Carolina and parts of Michigan, she's won heavily in those communities. So she's going to kick it off in Harlem, and especially with Charlie Rangel, her big endorsement. Charlie Rangel, he's been in Congress for like 100 years, but he's very well known and very popular in that area. So when she brings up the KKK or she brings up Republicans and all the things they've done, that heavy Democratic district is going to go crazy, and they're going to say, oh my God, Hillary's our girl, I'm with her, and cheer with her.
Right, but really it's a move of desperation on her part because she knows she's lost the youth vote. She knows she can't get the young women's vote. So all she has left is to divide and conquer with race. So she's pandering heavily to the black vote because it's her only chance against Bernie. Mona, I appreciate you coming on the show today. We are out of time, but I'll talk to you again soon.